Yeah, hello everyone. Good afternoon, one and all. So, yeah, we are live now. So, basically, anyone here can confirm my sound and my screen sharing is visible to you guys. Need a quick confirmation on that, whether my voice is audible or not, or my screen is visible or not. Hi, hello. Can you please confirm that whether my voice is audible and my screen is visible, my share screen? So once you confirm, we can proceed. I'm not sure whether my voice is clear to you. And yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation, Som. So yeah, so basically, today we are going to, so far we have covered a lot of topics though, and we are continuing with application of derivative part. And today I'll be continuing with the same thing, that application of derivative. We'll be having some recent PYQs. We'll solve some PYQs. On that, if you have any concept regarding to that, how to solve that problem, so that I'm going to discuss along with that, like solving the problem. If you require any such theories to solve that, then I'll be going to explain that as well. So broadly, the agenda is the PYQs on application of derivatives. We'll solve some recent past year advanced question on application of derivative, and that's all. So basically, what the major things you covered in application of derivatives is what? One is rate of change, yes or no? One is rate of change. So basically, the physical meaning of a derivative is the rate of change. Next is what? What the things that you have covered? Broadly rate of change. Next is what? Increasing and decreasing functions. Yes or no? How to check the increasing and decreasingness of a function? That basically called the monotonicity. ठीक है ना? Increasing and decreasing, or you can say in simple monotonicity. ठीक है? Third is what? Third is tangent and normal. Yes. So these are the broad topics that you covered in this chapter, tangents and normal. And the fourth one is maximum, minimum. Maxima and minimum. Okay. So basically, these are the things that you generally covered in this. One is rate of change. This is very basic questions. Mostly you can see in JEE mains level rate of change as frequently asked. But when it comes to the advance, you will find most of the questions are under these 2, 3, 4. Increasing, decreasing, monotonicity, tangent and normal, maximum, minimum, all those questions. And it is not like very in JEE mains, it will be very straightforward question. But in this case, it will be of mixed concept. That we have to be very sure that if you want to solve application of derivative questions in the JEE Advanced real exam, then you have to be very clear on all these three topics or four broad topics that we cover. Not आप ऐसे नहीं होगा कि increasing decreasing पढ़ के चले जाओगे and you will be able to solve the ऐसे नहीं होगा. You will be able to solve that question correctly. ऐसे नहीं होगा. That will be mixed concept. Right. We'll see that in a while. We'll see the first question here. This is the first question of JEE Advanced 2017, that if R a function from R to R is differentiable function such that f dash x is greater than 2f of x, okay, for all x belongs to R, for all the values of its domain, this relation is true, and with the one more condition it is given here, that is f of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, it is given that f of 0 is equal to 1. Then it is more than one option correct. We have to be here more than one option correct. Okay, more than one option correct. This type of question, it is more than one option correct. So basically, it is asking something regarding the function that f of x is increasing or decreasing, and its f of x is greater than e to the power 2x in 0 to infinity, and it's telling that its derivative is less than e to the power 2x in 0 to infinity. So we have this many relations. Just think about it. It's a very simple question. When you come to the math class, then you mentally prepare that there will be some kind of calculation involved in it. You can't deny that. Okay. So you have to be ready. You can't blame that कि यार इतने लंबे calculation करने पड़ते हैं. No, you have to do it. But the question is simple. There is a condition. There is two conditions basically. One is this, and other one is this. We have these two conditions. Using that, we have to find the characteristics of f of x. Whatever the options is given. Now we have this option, right? We have to find something on this. Basically concept of increasing, decreasing. Okay, this is the concept of monotonicity. Basically, you can see the answer here. So basically, I will solve for you. That is, you can see the question is f dash x greater than 2 f of x. Okay, you can see you have faced similar type of thing. If I can write it as y dash, let's say equal to, ठीक है, feel like कि equal to है, so 2y होता, and if I ask you to find y or related to that, then how you'll do it? So you'll definitely आप ऐसे कर दोगे y dash minus 2y is equal to 0. It is a linear differential equation in y. Yes or no? And you have to find the integrating factor. Here p is minus 2. That is, integrating factor will be e to the power minus 2x dx. Yes or no? Similarly, we can do that. It's a inequality though. It's a inequality though. Yes, thank you. So that is equal to f dash x minus 2 f of x is greater than 0. Okay. So now you can check it. This is a linear differential equation. So I'll multiply what? I will multiply e to the power minus 2x. Why I am multiplying? That you know, because that is the integrating factor in order to make it differential. So e to the power minus 2x f dash x minus 2 e to the power minus 2x f of x greater than 0. क्योंकि 0 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे बोथ द साइड, तो ये राइट हैंड साइड आपका 0 ही रहेगा. Sorry, right hand side. Now I can write it as d by dx of what? F of x into e to the power minus 2x greater than 0. Yes or no? Can you write it like this? You can apply the product formula, you will reach that. Okay, if you differentiate d by dx of f of x, then you will get f dash x derivative of first into second function plus होता है first function into derivative of second function. So derivative here, first function is f of x and second function is e to the power minus 2x. I can like see like this. Okay. If you check it here, one thing you can see that any see, this is the function, right? This is the function. Its derivative is greater than 0. Can I say that? Think about the bigger function, right? Total f of x into e to the power minus 2x. F of x into e to the power minus 2x. It actually, this part is actually greater than 0. This part is actually greater than 0. So that means I can say that here the conclusion is, I can draw the conclusion here that f of x e to the power minus 2x as a whole, this function is increasing for all x. Yes or no? Is it clear so far? So far, what we have done is to just tell that it is increasing. Just so far we have got that this is increasing. Okay, fine. If this is increasing, suppose see, if I draw a graph like function is increasing, right? Let's say like this, function is increasing. And function is increasing. If you see, check all the options, it is started from 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. Okay. And f of 0 is 1. So that means, let's say this is 0. I'm drawing a random graph. This is my actually f of it. So whatever the function is, okay, e to the power minus 0. This is the, let's say, graph of this. Graph of whole function is this. Okay, and this is 0. X is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, its value is 1. Okay, that means I can say that for any other values, for let's say for x greater than 0. Okay. Can I say that f of x e to the power minus 2x is greater than f of 0? Yes or no? Since function is increasing, base value is 1. So for any other value, it will be greater than 1. So f of 0, it is 1. if f of x e to the power 2x is greater than 1, yes or no? Is it clear? Is it clear? I hope this is clear. Okay. So now I can say that if I take to this side, f of x, we are multiplying both the sides by e to the power 2x. F of x greater than equal to e to the power 2x. Okay. F of x is greater than e to the power 2x. And e to the power 2x, f of x is greater than e to the power 2x. That means हमारा ऑप्शन सी जो है वो सही हो गया. ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट, यस और नो? यहाँ से ऑप्शन सी तो करेक्ट आ गया. दिस इज मोर देन वन ऑप्शन करेक्ट. वी हैव टू फाइंड एवरीथिंग नाउ. So option C is correct, right? F of x is greater than e to the power 2x. If you differentiate it again, that is f dash x. This is f dash x is greater than 2 e to the power 2x, yes or no? F dash x will be 2 e to the power 2x is greater than e to the power 2x. Okay, and this wala part only differentiating this. Can I say that? So यहाँ पे जो ऑप्शन डी लिखा है that is actually false. F dash x should be minimum value is 2 e to the power 2x. From here you can get, but here it is saying f dash x is less than e to the power 2x in 0 to. It's a wrong information. So इससे गलत हो गया. गलत. You got it, guys? Got it, right? Yes, fine. So now, so what about the f of x? Is it increasing in 0 to infinity or is decreasing? You see, f dash x is this. Okay, f dash x, you can see that f dash x, is it greater than 0? Because e to the power 2x is always positive. Yes or no? E to the power x is always positive. Okay, and 2 multiplied by this is positive. So f dash x is greater than 0 for all x greater than 0. Yes or no? Here we are finding f for x greater than 0. That means function is increasing. Function derivative is greater than 0. F of x is increasing. That means A is correct. So A and C are the right option. Right option is A and C. कितना ही था? Yes. देखो कितना easy था. Question is not difficult. You can't take it as a difficult question. ठीक है? You can't take it as a difficult question. इतना calculations नहीं था. Easy था. That is an easy level of questions. And जिसको थोड़ा बहुत लॉजिकल करना था, you just have to do the first step that इसको लेना है. It is looking like a linear, then you have to multiply it to the power minus 2 both sides. The function become increasing, and since it is increasing, it will be always greater than its minimum value, that is f of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, why we choose 0 and compare all this? Because all these options are 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity. So no need to check for whole R. So started from 0 to other that 0 पे value 1 है. Now for x greater than 0, check this. I hope this is clear. Move to one more question. See this question. Okay, actually, in advance you can see all this option itself is a question. Like A, B, C, D, all are itself a individual question. So that's why it's taking longer time. We have to validate each and every option as well. Here we again, this is also again more than one option. So what from this, I'm the one who is making you comfortable with this. आपको पहले मैं comfortable करा रहा हूँ इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन से. आपको देख के डरना नहीं है, ठीक है? काफी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड दिखते हैं. देखो यहाँ पे क्या है, सिंपल सी है कि फंक्शन दे रखा है, कुछ डायरेक्ट नहीं दे रखा है, बट इट इज अंडर द इंटीग्रल साइड. द फंक्शन इज अंडर द इंटीग्रल साइड. हाँ, वही करा रहा हूँ. लिबनिज थ्योरम को ही यूज करेंगे. लिबनिज थ्योरम को ही यूज करेंगे. दैट आई एम रिवाइजिंग हियर. सो Basically from here I have to, from the question is given in terms of integral under the function. There are the two functions, lower limit है 1 by x, upper limit है x. Okay, and it is asking about the characteristics of f of x, right? So what we have to do is that primarily simple से हमें f of x ही तो निकालना होगा. Yes or no? We have to find f of x. That means हमें f of x निकालने के लिए इंटीग्रल साइन को हटाना पड़ेगा. And who will help? That means हम लॉजिक बोलेंगे कि remove इंटीग्रल साइन. इस इंटीग्रल साइन को हमें रिमूव करना है. तो हाउ विल डू इट? बाय लीबनिज, न्यूटन लीबनिज फॉर्मूला. ठीक है, वो क्या है? दैट इज d by dx of if you want to differentiate the function under integral sign, let's say u of x to v of x. Generally, since upper limit and lower limit are function of x, we write it as a t dt. Okay. If you have the similar type of situation where you have to differentiate the function, where the function is covered under a integral sign having some variable limits that function of x. So in that case, it will be like क्या होगा ना, पहले अपर लिमिट डालना है. So अपर लिमिट v of x, तो मैं लिखूंगा f of t के जगह पे, in place of t I will write v of x. ठीक है, into derivative of v of x, that is upper limit का derivative. Simple. ठीक है, what I will do, I have to put in place of t I have to put v of x and into its derivative minus फिर क्या होगा, again the lower limit and its into derivative. So f of u of x into lower derivative. This is Newton-Leibniz formula. Everyone has to remember this. Definitely you will get a questions either this kind of formula which is used there. Okay. NL formula says what? Simple. If a function is under the integral sign with the variable limit functions, so what you have to do in order to differentiate, you have to write. So similarly, from here, can you find the f dash x here? If you find that f dash x, rest of work is very simple. Okay, you just have to find here f dash x. F of x is given. Now we have to find what? We have to find f dash x. Let's find f dash x here. Everyone please try to find f dash x. F dash x, that means in place of t I have to put x. Okay, so that will be e to the power. Basically this is dt, right? The whole function is what? Here in case here f of t is what? As per our question, e to the power minus t plus 1 by t into 1 by t. Except dt remaining terms are f of t only. This is your f of t. Okay, this is your f of t. So now f dash x will be what? You have to put in place of t, put x. So what it will be? Like e to the power minus x plus 1 by x. Okay, into 1 by x into x का derivative, that is 1 only. d dash x, d के जगह पे x है. Now minus what I have to do, I have to put 1 by x in place of t. So now what I am doing is, what I will do is e to the power minus, in place of t if I write 1 by x, it will be 1 by x plus 1 by 1 by x, that is x, into 1 by 1 by x, that is equal to x, into derivative of 1 by x, that is minus 1 by x. This is your f dash x. You got it? This is your f dash x. I hope this is so far f dash x is clear. F dash x is clear. Okay. जी क्लियर? So basically this function is like this only. ये जो 1/t है ये एक्चुअली मल्टीप्लाई हुआ है. दिस इज नॉट, ये e के पावर में है. बेसिकली f of t is like this. The 1/t into this, not here. 1/t into e to the power this. ठीक है, ये ऐसा है. 1/t अलग सा. ठीक है. So in that case it will be 1/x, you know, and in this case it will be x. क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा प्रिंटिंग एरर हो गया. दिस इज बेसिकली ठीक है. यू कैन सी हियर इन प्लेस ऑफ t यू हैव टू पुट 1/x. ये आ जाएगा इन प्लेस ऑफ x. लाइक दिस. तो यहाँ पे इफ आई टेक कॉमन x plus 1/x, in that case what will happen, this will be 1/x and this will be plus 1/x. This will be cancelled now. You can check. So that is equal to e to the power minus x plus 1/x into 2/x. Got it? So now you can check f dash x. See, we have to find check the monotonicity of f of x. F of x is monotonically increasing or decreasing. We have f dash x. Now we have to check the sign of f dash x. Can you tell me that whether it is positive or negative for every x from 1 to infinity? From 1 to infinity, 1 to infinity, if you put any value for x greater than 1, greater than equal to 1, will be what? Positive. Yes. Since e to the power anything is always positive, 2/x will be again positive since x greater than 1. So this will be greater than 0. That means I can say that if derivative is always 0 for x is greater than 1, can I conclude that f of x is increasing? Increasing, I am writing this. Okay. So that means option A is correct. And this is galat ho gaya. If f of x plus f of 1 plus x is equal to 0 or not. Okay, we have to check this. And f of 2x is odd function. For all x belongs to R. We have to think about it. Option C and D. For option C and D, what we can do? For option C and D, for option C and D, think about it. F of x plus f of, this is your f of x, right? If you put f of 1/x here, so that will be the same, right? There is nothing going to be changed. Upper limit ho jayega lower limit and lower limit become upper limit. Yes or no? You can see, right? Our f of x. We have to find option C को verify करना है. We have to verify option C. Because 1 and 2 we have completed. Now C and D. So if f of x plus f of 1/x, we have to find. So f of x is integration 1/x to x e to the power minus x plus 1/x. That means basically t. I can write f of x like this also. X लिखने से भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं. 1/x. Yes. ठीक है. Minus integration of क्या हो जाएगा? This will be x. ठीक है. And this will be, because f of 1/x, x की जगह पे 1/x आ जाएगा. This will be like this, e to the power minus x plus 1/x. The same, right? So x is here. See here, what I am doing, I am just writing this, rewriting this again. ठीक है. ज्यादा कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ, सिंपली लिख रहा हूँ, है ना? Okay. So basically, f of 1 by x is what? Function के अंदर कुछ change नहीं होगा. Functions के अंदर whenever you are substituting this x का change कहाँ पे होगा? यहाँ पे होगा. t पे कोई changes नहीं होगा. t will be as it is. Okay or not? t will be as it is. It will be plus sign. So basically मैंने x पे कर दिया ये को. इसमें ये actually t में लिखना चाहिए. Can write it as x or t. It doesn't matter. So but basically the variables are here only. f of x is x यहाँ पे x यहाँ पे कोई छेड़खानी नहीं है. ये आज it is है. Similarly, whenever you put f of x 1 by x, it will be like this. Okay, you can see that it's x and 1 by x, and here is 1 by x and x. You know that a to b integration f of x dx is equal to minus of b to a f of x dx. That means if you exchange this, it will be minus. Yes or no? It will be minus again. So that is equal to 1 by x to x e to the power minus, sorry, e to the power minus x plus 1 by x dx plus integration, sorry, this will be minus, हम रेंज चेंज कर रहे हैं 1 by x to x e to the power minus plus 1 by x into 1 by x cube. Okay. So now you can check it. The both are the same, right? Ye same. They are the same thing. That is equal to 0. I can directly say that 0. So option C is 2. So option C is 2. Yes or no? Understood? Is it understood? Okay. Now the last one. That is D. That is D. Okay. Now the last part. That is D. Let's check the D wala part. D, what D is saying? F of 2 of x. From here we can't find f of x directly. So what we will do is that we have a relation. If option C is true, we can use that option D. So from the option C, we know that f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to 0. Okay, that we know because option C is true only. Now, in place of x, if I substitute 2 to the power x, what will happen? So this will become, ये substitute करना है. Okay, if you substitute, what you will get? It will be f of 2 of x, sorry, 2 to the power x is equal to, क्या हो जाएगा, minus of f of 1 by 2 to the power x. I just took this side and so e to the power, I can write minus of f 2 to the power minus x. Tell me, so f of 2 of 2 to the power x is equal to minus 2 to the power minus x means what? You know, odd function means what? F of minus x is minus of f of x. Yes or no? ये होता है odd function का definition. Odd functions क्या कहता है? F of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. So similarly, you can see that f of minus x क्या हो गया? Can take like this also. Can say right f of 2 to the power minus x. This is same as f of minus x is equal to minus of f of 2 to the power x. The same. If you look at in place of x, it is actually written as 2 to the power x, nothing else. So that means it is also true. Okay, by the odd function property, by odd function means f of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. Similarly, f of 2 to the power minus x is from minus of f of 2 to the power x. So that is true. So hence option D is also correct. Option D is also correct. So that means we have three correct options, that is A and C and D. You got it? कोई doubt है इसमें? Leibniz formula clear? How we applied whenever there is a function under integral sign. In that case, you have to apply the Leibniz formula. First, second is what? Second is regarding how you can check this. These are the basic two things. Once you use the Leibniz formula, you can conclude either A or B में से कौन सा true है, and C D normal calculation से definite integration का property. Now, let's go to the next question. Consider the two curves this and this. Okay, we have two curves. This is basically a tangent normal question. So that is C1 is a curve and C2 is a curve. Then question has been asked: C1, C2 touches each other only at one point. C1, C2 touches each other exactly at 2 points. C1, C2 intersect at exactly 2 points. C1, C2 neither intersect nor touch each other. Okay. So first thing, what you have to do is, you never know about the curve C1 and C2. One is circle, yes or no? One is circle and one is parabola. You can see now y square is equal to 4x is standard parabola. Okay, C1 is parabola. No need to draw the graph. We have to solve it mathematically, and this is our circle. Okay. This standard circle in general form, and this is their standard parabola. So if you have graph paper, you can directly draw it and check it whether it is what they are doing. C1, C2 touch each other only at 1 point or 2 point or intersecting. And so basically, in order to have this clarity, we need to solve this, because first we have to find the point of intersection, whether they are intersecting or not. If they are not intersecting, then we'll think about it. Okay, so let's solve the C1 and C2 simultaneously. Okay. Solving C1 and C2 together. तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? ठीक है, तो बेसिकली C1 C2 को सॉल्व करना है, टू इक्वेशन से टू, ठीक है, C1 एंड C2 को सॉल्व करने मतलब विल इक्वेट C1 इज इक्वल टू C2, ऐसे करो। तो करने का मतलब हो गया y स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4x को यहाँ पे पुट कर दो, तो बेसिकली ये हो जाएगा x स्क्वायर प्लस 4x माइनस 6x प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू 0, दैट इज x स्क्वायर minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. This is basically square is equal to. When x is equal to 1, when x is equal to 1, put in the curve 1, then you will get what? So y square is equal to 4 implies y क्या हो जाएगा? Plus or minus. So we have 2 point of intersection basically. We have two point of intersection are basically, that is, one is x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, another one is x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus. Okay. We have 2 point of intersection, that is this and this. So but C1 C2 intersect but do not touch at exactly 2 point. ये तो सॉल्व हो गया, तो हमें मिल गया, ठीक है। अब ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि दो कर्व, देखो, you can check it here, like this also possible, ऐसे भी तो हो सकता है। ये जो पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन होगा इनमें से कोई हो सकता है, यस और नो? तो टच जब करता है, लेट्स से दिस इज C1 एंड C2, टच करता है तो कैसे पता चलता है? हाउ विल नो दैट कि C1 टचेस C2? Tell me the idea that how we get geometrically, how we prove that this curve C1 touches C2? कैसे? How we prove that the two curve is given and they are touching each other? बेसिकली यहाँ पे गलत, बट डू नॉट टच, वी हैव टू चेक इट ना, एग्जैक्टली 2 पॉइंट पे तो टच नहीं कर रहा है। नाउ वी हैव टू चेक whether they are touching or not. ठीक है, we know they are intersecting, intersecting part is done. No, so what basically we'll do is, if you draw any tangent, you can think about it. If you draw any tangent at the point of intersection, ठीक है, this point. At this point, both the tangent, let's say I'm drawing a tangent to the curve C1, and the same point I'm doing a tangent to the curve C2 as well. Okay, this is for C1 curve. The black one is for C1 curve. This is the tangent C1, I can say. Okay, and the green one is actually C2. This is a tangent to the curve C2. So that means at the point of intersection, since they are touching each other, okay, they will be parallel. मेरे हिसाब से यहाँ पे अच्छे से नहीं बना. So this slope is M1 and this slope is M2. Then M1 will be M2. Yes or no? If they touch each other, both the curve touch each other. That means at the point, at the touch wala point, let's say this point is T. T है touch wala point. That point में slope of both the tangent will be equal. Now, what you have to do is that this is your curve. Okay, this is the simplest curve you can use. Y square is equal to 4x. Now find its tangent. So find the slope at the point this. There is a point. Let's say A वाला point एक मिला था 1,2 and B वाला point मिला था 1,-2. We have to find the slope. Okay, for this curve and for this curve at the point 1,2, whether they are equal or not, and similarly at 1,-2. It will take 2 minutes to do it. If you have time, you can try it. C1 के लिए dy by dx निकालो. C1 के लिए dy by dx निकालो. Similarly C2 के लिए dy by dx. Y square is equal to 4x का. That implies 2y into dy by dx equal to 4. That implies dy by dx is equal to 4 by 2y, that is 2 by 1. So you can see at the point 1,2, इसका slope कितना होगा? Let's say M1 कितना आएगा? 1,2 पे. This value will be 1. तो x की जगह पे कुछ नहीं है, y की जगह पे 2 रखोगे तो 2 to cancel, M1 is equal to 1. Perfect. ठीक है. Now at 1,2 this value got. So now at 1,-2 this value will be. But let's finish both the curve for the single point 1,-2 first. Then we'll go for the twin curve. Now, the first curve, this curve is x square plus y square minus 6x square plus y square minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, if you differentiate, what will get? 2x plus 2y minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. Sorry, 2y into dy by dx. Okay. So now this will be like 2 to cancel हो जाएगा, x plus y dy by dx minus 3 equal to 0. That implies dy by dx कितना हो जाएगा? This will be like 3 minus x divided by y. Okay. Now at the point 1,2, if we put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, we will end up with the slope m2 that is equal to 1. So both the curve 1 C1 का slope at the point 1, 2, if I drawing a tangent, that slope is also 1, and at the 1,2, if I drawing a tangent for C2, its slope is also 1. That means they touches each other at 1,2. Yes or no? They touches, yes, they touches each other at 1,2. So touches each other at 1,2. Now similarly, can you tell me that what about the other वाला point के लिए? C1 के लिए at 1,-2 पे M1 कितना हो जाएगा? To half the derivative, if you put, will get what? -1. M1 will be -1 or not? M1 will be -1. C2 at 1 comma minus 2 कितना आ जाएगा, m2 कितना आ जाएगा. If we put x is equal to 1, 3 minus 1 will be 2 divided by minus 2, that will be minus 1 again. So C1 के लिए C1 at the point 1 comma minus 2, both the slopes are equal. That means what I am telling you is that at the point of intersection, at the point of touch where they touch each other, both the curve having different tangent but their slope are equal, so that means they are touching each other. Okay, so the functions, so the curve C1 and C2, here we can do the conclusion is here. Conclusion क्या है? Conclusion will be C1 C2 touches each other at A 1 comma 2 and B 1 comma minus 2. Is it clear? Is it clear what we are doing? We just solve first. ये तो basic tense का चीजें था. We found 2 points this and this. Now I told you the logic behind the two curve touches each other. When कब करते हैं? जब at the point of their touchability. Okay, there what will happen? The tangent, if you draw the different tangent for different curve, you get the same flow. You get the same flow. Correct? Sir, perfect. Now, see. What you can conclude from here? What is your conclusion? Answer, tell me. A, B, C, D में से कौन सा सही है? Touches each other at only E point. This is wrong. C1 to touches each other at exactly 2 point. ये तो सही है. C1 C2 intersect, but do not touch. ये गलत बोल रहा है. Neither intersect nor touch. ये तो गलत है. Option B is correct. Perfect. Option B is correct. Similarly, one more question from tangent normal. Let's see. To the question. So the tangent to the curve y is equal to e to the power 2x. Curve is given, point is also given. You have to find the equation of tangent first. The equation of tangent, you know, equation of tangent. You have to find, how will find? Y minus y1 is equal to slope जो होता है dy dx. At that point, let's say x1 y1 point पे x minus x1. ये हो जाता है. बेसिकली इक्वेशन ऑफ टेंजेंट कैसे होता है? कोई कर्व अगर दिया जाता है, ठीक है, एंड एट अ पॉइंट x x1 y1 पे, हाउ विल फाइंड द इक्वेशन ऑफ टेंजेंट? y minus y1 into derivative of x1. Similarly, using that, can you tell me the slope here? The point is given, slope at that point हो जाएगा e to the power x का डेरिवेटिव e to the power x, एक्सपोर्ट करने पे e to the power c. तो ये जो स्लोप है टेंजेंट का स्लोप, कितना आ जाएगा? e to the power c. इक्वेशन क्या बनेगा? इक्वेशन बनेगा y minus y1 that is e to the power c इक्वल टू कितना हो जाएगा? e to the power c into x minus x1 होता है स्लोप का. You got it? ये आ जाएगा इक्वेशन 1. Now similarly you have one more thing to do. Similarly you have to do one more. What you have to find the point of intersection. Sorry, the tangent to the curve is done to the point is intersect the line joining. You have to find the equation of line joining the 2 points. Joining the point this. This is intersecting this. The line joining. You have to find the line joining this point, this and this. Equation of line joining two point क्या होता है? Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 to x minus x1. है ना? Equation of line passing through 2 point x1 y1 and x2 y2. Full x2 y2. So how will find this? How you will be finding this? Find it now. Tell me how will find y minus y1. See what is y minus y1 here? It will be y minus y1. This is x1 y1. This is x1 y1, and this is x2 y2. Yes. So that is y minus e to the power c minus 1 is equal to y2 minus y1, that is e to the power c plus 1 minus y1 e to the power c minus 1 divided by x2 minus x, that is c plus 1 is x2 minus c minus 1 to x minus x minus x1 x minus c plus 1, where here is c minus 1. Okay, so y minus e to the power c minus 1, and this is this. So now what you will do, you can simplify it. If you can simplify it, and you will be end up with what? E to the power c can be taken common. Okay, that is equal to y minus e to the power c minus 1 is equal to, यहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा? That is equal to c cancel हो जाएगा. That will be 2. And if you take e to the power c common, that will be e minus 1 by e to x minus e plus 1. Cool. So let's say this is whatever you got. This one is equation 2. Okay. Now what you want to do is that equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay. Equation 2 minus equation 1. What you will get? Equation 2 minus equation 1. You can check it here. Y minus you can see this is your equation 1. The right hand side से right hand side subtract करोगे, left hand side से left hand side subtract करोगे. So you will end up with equation 2 minus equation 1. So that will be the right hand side will be e to the power c minus e to the power c minus 1. Yes or no? ये आ गया right hand side is equal to. अब left hand side का देख लो. ये बड़ा वाला इक्वेशन है, ये भी एक बड़ा वाला है. तो इसमें से e टू द पावर c इंटू एक्स माइनस सी को अगर कॉमन ले लोगे, अब e टू द पावर c को x माइनस सी से अगर कॉमन ले लोगे तो क्या मिलेगा? क्या मिलेगा? यू कैन फाइंड इट. थोड़ा लंबा पड़ रहा है बट अभी खत्म हो जाएगा. ठीक है. e टू द पावर c इंटू एक्स माइनस सी को कॉमन लाना है. ठीक है. e टू द पावर c इंटू एक्स माइनस सी इधर भी है ना, दिखाई दे रहा है. तो दैट मीन्स आपका कितना बच जाएगा यहाँ पे? e माइनस 1 बाई e डिवाइडेड बाई 2 माइनस 1. ठीक है. प्लस ये बच जाएगा इक्वेशन 2 माइनस इक्वेशन 1. e to the power c e minus 1 by 2 by 2. Cool. Now tell me what you can observe from here. Tell me what you can observe from here. इतना बड़ा एक्सप्रेशन निकाल के हमें मिलेगा क्या? What will get it here from here? इतना बड़ा एक्सप्रेशन निकाल दिए. I'll show you what the real scene is. I'll show you what the real scene is. कि ऐसा देखो दो लाइन है, जैसे करके गए एक लाइन में मान लो और कोई लाइन ऐसा है. ये कोई तो है, ठीक है. एंड और एक लाइन है x माइनस सी, x इज इक्वल टू. तो वो कह रहा है कि जो पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन है, तो द टैंजेंट टू द कर्व इज ड्रॉन टू द पॉइंट. टैंजेंट मिल गया, हम टैंजेंट के L1 लिख देते हैं. लेट्स से दिस इज आवर L1 एंड ये जो भी मिला दिस इज द कर्व इज L2. both the lines are L1 and L2. So and so the intersection, the tangent to the curve at the point this, the line joining the point this and this intersect the line at on the left of x is equal to c or on the right of x is equal to c at all the points and no point. मतलब the point of intersection अगर है तो कहाँ पे है? राइट पे कर रहा है या लेफ्ट पे कर रहा है या कहाँ पे कर रहा है? मेरे फोटो के हिसाब से तो वो राइट में भी आ गया है, फिर ऊपर आया है. जैसा नो कोई भी लाइन जब होता है ना तो प्लेन को दो पार्ट में डिवाइड कर लेता है. एक तो पॉजिटिव पार्ट होता है जैसे ये x माइनस सी, ये हो जाएगा ग्रेटर देन 0 एक पार्ट, x माइनस सी हो जाएगा लेस देन पार्ट. अगर इस केस में हमने दो को सॉल्व कराया और हमें ये मिल रहा है कि x माइनस सी का, यहाँ पे x माइनस सी का बता सकते हो कि इसका सिंबल क्या होगा, तो साइन क्या होगा? इज इट पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव? कैन यू टेल मी इन दिस? इतना अगर बता दोगे तो क्वेश्चन हो गया. x minus 3, that will be the sign of x minus 3. Is it will be positive or negative? What is it? No. See, if you further manipulate, you can take this to this side, right? आप इसको भी further लिख सकते हो. V2 पर C कॉमन ले लोगे तो ये आ जाएगा 1 minus 1 by E. ठीक है. If you take this as common, E to the power C इधर सारे से E to the power C हट जाएगा. ठीक है. बाकी जितना बचा उसको देख लो का कौन सी जगह पे एक नेगेटिव आ रहा है. बेसिकली इफ यू सी दैट x minus c will be negative. ठीक है, x minus c will be negative. x minus c will be less than 0. Check it. X minus c will be less than 0. Is it okay that x minus c is less than 0 here? Is it okay that x minus c is less than 0? Okay, you got it right. This is actually a positive quantity. This is actually a positive quantity. So it is positive, but here it is a negative quantity. Here, whatever written here is actually a negative quantity. If something is actually less than zero, let's think E is what? 2.7 minus 1 by 1.3 divided by 2. So it will be going to reduce by something, right? It will be less than 1 minus 1. So that is going to be negative. तो ये टोटल क्या हो जाएगा फिर डिवाइड करने से ये हो जाएगा ओवरऑली नेगेटिव हो जाएगा जब x माइनस सी लेस देन 0 है. नाउ फ्रॉम द ग्राफ व्हाट यू कैन शो व्हाट आई कैन the point of intersection lies where x minus c less than 0 na, that means what the question whatever the question was given that ये हमें क्या था राइट में लेफ्ट में वी हैव टू एक्चुअली चेक द साइन ऑफ x minus c का साइन चाहिए था. Okay, now whatever we did is actually we find the equation of tangent and equation of line joining to point, and then what we did is solve it and check the x minus sign and it is coming to be negative. That means it will lie on the left of. Okay, basically x is equal to 3 actually a vertical line होना चाहिए a constant, but यहाँ पे मैंने diagram ऐसे draw कर दी. I hope this is clear. या किसी को प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो one more question here. Okay. Question is if p of x is a polynomial of degree less than or equal to 2. Px is a polynomial of degree less than or equal to 2 and S is the set of all such polynomials so that P of 0 is equal to 0. You can do it easily. This is the advanced PYQ, but you can do it easily. Such a polynomial so that whatever the information given, you just have to keep using it. Okay. Whatever the information you have, you just have to keep using it. Okay. Tell me, Px is a polynomial degree less than or equal to 2. That means what? P of x is a quadratic equation. P of x will be ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So this is our assumption, right? Let less than or equal to 2. 2 या 2 से कम होना हो सकता है. So you don't know, so you take the highest one ABC. So where ABC belongs to R. Okay. Now, what we have to do is that we have to use f of 0. So p of 0 is equal to 0. Like if we put 0 here, we will get 0 is equal to c. Drop the value c is 0. बढ़िया हो गया. ठीक है. Next is p of 1 is equal to 1. Got it? If you put that, this means a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Sorry, 1. And we know c तो already 0 है. That implies a plus b is equal to 1. Okay. I can say that a is equal to 1 minus b. ये सब डॉमी है. ठीक है. This a b c are just a dummy variable we are using. ये a से कोई मतलब नहीं है. Just have to check that how that polynomial look like. ठीक है. If a is 1 minus b, ठीक है. What can I write the p of x, the final p of x will look like this. Okay, whatever the data we given, p of x is in place of a, I can write 1 by bx square plus आ जाएगा bx, b will be it, but c तो 0 है तो इतना नहीं लिखना है, तो this much only. Okay, this is your polynomial p of x. So who the polynomial having degree less than equal to 2 and who satisfy p of 0 is equal to 0 and p of 1 is equal to 1. Now we have to one more option left. One more condition we have not used. लेट यूज दैट ऑल्सो कि p dash x जो है वो greater than 0 है. We are using the last condition. So if you differentiate this, it will be 2 times of 1 by b x plus b is equal to greater than 0. Okay, this is greater than 0. Now it is asking for x belongs to 0 to 1. 0 to 1. If you put 0, what you will get? To put x is equal to 0, what will get? B is greater than 0. This one, the constant is greater than 0. Now, if you put x is equal to 1, why I am doing? Because this condition given from 0 to 1, now we'll check the extreme form. 0 to 1. So in that case, what will you like? X is equal to 1 put करने पे यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? So with 2a minus 2b, it will be 2 minus 2b plus b greater than 0. ये cancel हो जाएगा. This will get cancelled. Yes. So this will get cancelled. 2 minus b greater than 0. That is b जो है less than 2 आ जाएगा. B less than 2. B less than 2. So we got b greater than 0 and b is less than 2. Okay. So how the polynomial now? Or final polynomial will be like this only. ये तो था ऐसे. So our polynomial will be p of x 1 minus bx square plus bx और x belongs to sorry जहाँ पे b कहाँ पे है b की वैल्यू कहाँ पे है? It will be greater than 0 and less than 2. 0 से 2. So which option is correct then? The polynomial will look like how much? See, A, B, C are the dummy. This is just a constant. ये यहाँ पे ऐसा लिखा गया है, ठीक है? So we are using A, B, C here. They are just a dummy representation. How the general form will look like, that we have to check. This one, right? Option B. Option B is correct. Option B is correct. A, B are just the name, the dummy. Okay, it has no use. Did you understood? Have you understood this? Now see the next question. This will be on maximum minimum. Yes, it will be on. First time we are doing the maximum minimum question. Take it here. So the least value of A belongs to R for which this is greater than equal to 4ax square plus 1 by x greater than equal to 1 for all x greater than 0. A का सबसे मिनिमम वैल्यू कौन सा है? तो A का सबसे मिनिमम वैल्यू कौन सा है? बताओ, इसको कैसे करोगे? First of all, this let's say this is a function, right? This is a function. Yes or no? No, differentiating. So what you will do is here. So let's say this is a new function f of. Okay, cool. So let's say this is a new function f of x is equal to 4x square plus 1 Okay. Now, we have to find the its maximum and minimum value. Let's say check whether where it attained maximum or minimum. We have to check in this function. This function is greater than equal to 1. That means its minimum value is 1. Okay, now its minimum value is 1. So let's verify, and using that concept, we will find the value of it. If you differentiate 8x minus 1 by x square, right? So now, in order to maximum or minimum, तो क्या होना चाहिए? That point में f dash x को 0 होना पड़ेगा. We know the function is maximum minimum where f dash x is either 0 or not differentiable. In this case, it's a polynomial function, so it is differentiable. Basically, the polynomial, not what of the algebraic function, but only except x is equal to 0, it is differentiable everywhere. The domain is actually x greater than equal to 0, so no issue. So it is again differentiable. So minimum क्या हो जाएगा? F dash minimum maximum जहाँ पे होगा f dash x 0 हो जाएगा. That is 8x by 1 minus x square is equal to 0. Can you find the value of x here? Can you find the value of x? Tell me. What is the value of x? क्या हो जाएगा? एक x क्यूब को x स्क्वायर को मल्टीप्लाई करने से 8a क्यूब minus 1 is equal to 0. So that is equal to x cube is equal to 1 by a by 8. Sorry, 8a 1 by 8a. Okay, 1 by 8a. So that implies x कितना हो जाएगा? 1 by 2 root 1 by 3. हाँ. Okay. So this is your value of x here. You got the value of x here. Now think. So this is the point where function has minimum or maximum. Yes or no? This is the point where function has some minimum or maximum. So at this point, x is equal to this. Its minimum value is 1. Can I say that f of x has minimum value as x is equal to 1? Sorry, minimum value as 1. Minimum value as 1. Where at x is equal to 1 by 2 to the power a power 1. Yes or no? So what we can conclude here? Minimum value means what? So that means f of 1 by 2 a power 1 by 3 is equal to 1. Yes or no? Tell me. आज minimum value आज 1 at x is equal to this. तो x की जगह पे अगर ये पुट कर दूं तो ये आ जाएगा. So that implies 4a x square. X square means what? This is 1 by 2a power 1 by 3 whole square plus 1 by x. 1 by 2 power 2 into a power 1 by 3. Okay, equal to 1. You just have to solve and find the minimum value, a value. Just have to solve and find the a value. We have already assumed that a value. ठीक है, कर लो, solve कर लोगे, solve कर लोगे, ठीक है. This value will be this is will be 4. This 4 will be cancelled. This is a power 2 by 3. It will be like it will be ऊपर जाके minus 2 by 3 हो जाएगा. इसके साथ add हो जाएगा. ठीक है. So you can easily get this value of a as 1 by 26. Yeah. Okay. value will be a by 24. Clear? I hope this is very clear. Okay, one more question. So this one. Sorry. If f of x is equal to 0 to x t minus 2, again you can use the Leibniz formula, and using that also you can where the options are in terms of local maxima, local minimum, you can check that. So function is given if f of x is this for all x belongs to 0 to infinity, then it is asking that the options are f of x are local maxima, decreasing, there is some c such that I double that c is equal to 0 or local minimum. So can you find the f dash x now and its sign? You can do it, right? Very simple. Do it. If you find f dash x, see what will be the f dash x? अभी तो पढ़ा था लेब्निज थ्योरम. f dash x को पुट करोगे यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा e to the power x square. जहाँ जहाँ पे t है वहाँ पे x डाल देंगे. x minus 2 x minus, ठीक है. इनको क्या हो जाएगा x का डेरिवेटिव 1, ठीक है, माइनस इस पे जीरो डालोगे फिर जीरो का डेरिवेटिव कांस्टेंट होगा तो उड़ जाएगा, जीरो हो जाएगा, कोई लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. कैन आई राइट डायरेक्टली दिस? कोई जरूरत नहीं. दिस इज माय f dash x. नाउ यू हैव टू चेक द f dash x साइन. ठीक है, बेसिकली यू नो दिस इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. This is always positive, right? Now the sign of f dash x will be depend on the sign of these two. Okay, if these two expression are positive, then f dash x will be positive, and if these two expression are negative, then it will be negative. So we know the Weibull method, right? We know the Weibull method. Weibull method में क्या होता है? So this is basically हम सजा के लिख देते हैं to the critical point 3. So if you choose any values of 3, इस आगे क्या होगा? Positive, and here is negative, here is positive. ठीक है? So yes. Okay. So now if you check it here, what you will get? 2 पे the sign of f dash x change from positive to negative. Positive to negative. Positive to negative. Positive to negative क्या होता है? Local maximum. एंड यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? 3 पे क्या चेंज हो रहा है? नेगेटिव टू positive. If f dash x changes its sign from negative to positive, क्या हो जाता है? Local minimum. Yes or no? So from here I can say that directly f of x as local minimum. This is correct statement. F of x as local maximum at x is equal to f of x is local minimum at x is equal to. Now in between 2 to 3, f dash x is negative. Yes or no? From the graph it's f of 2 to 3. From 2 to 3 you can clearly see that f dash x is negative. So I can say that f dash x is actually less than 0 for all x belongs to 2 to 3. Yes or no? That implies I can say that f of x जो है is decreasing. Yes or no? Okay. It's a decreasing. So option B is also correct. Now, so far we have covered the three options, that is f of x as local maxima at x is equal to 2, f of x as local minima at x is equal to 2, sorry, minima at x is equal to 3. Now f is decreasing on 2 to 3. Now we have to check whether there exists some c. तो इसका डबल डेरिवेटिव 0 होगा. ठीक है, there exists some c 0 to infinity such that if double dash c is equal to 0. How will you show that? How will you show that? This is basically the function. The function is look like this, right? Got this one. F dash x है. F dash x actually में कितना है? Sorry. F dash x. Now there. F dash x basically e to the power x square into x square minus 5x plus 6. Yes or no? तो है f dash x को multiply करने से इतना ही आएगा. Yes or no? So if you find the f double dash x कितना आ जाएगा? Double dash x कितना आ जाएगा? E to the power x square into 2x. डबल डैश मतलब इसको प्रोडक्ट रूल लगेगा ना, तो into x square minus 5x plus 6 प्लस क्या आ जाएगा e to the power x square into 2x minus 5. ठीक. So okay. Perfect. Then you can check the f double dash 0 and f double dash 3 there. Double dash 1, double dash 0, double dash 3, all those values. And just how you can do it is that if you put f double dash 0 here, or double dash 1, or f double dash 2, 3, whatever the values you can cross check by 2, 3 points, you will get to know that. Okay. Sign of this. If you check the value of, you can easily say that, let's say the f of 0, f double dash 0, clearly it will be negative. The double dash 0 will be negative if you put there. If double dash 0 will, the first part will be removed, this will be negative. So if double dash 3 will be कितना पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, ठीक है. डबल डैश 3 कैन क्लियरली चेक देयर पॉजिटिव. if डबल डैश 1 क्या हो जाएगा, वो अगेन पॉजिटिव आ जाएगा, ठीक है. so that means if f double dash 3, if f double dash, ठीक है, is positive somewhere and f double dash x is negative somewhere, ठीक है. मतलब मैंने लिखा है ना f of f double dash 0 जो है वो नेगेटिव है, f double dash 3 जो है वो पॉजिटिव है. तो मतलब f double dash फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव आ गया, ठीक है. पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव आ गया मीन्स व्हाट. अब सुनो, यहाँ पे कोई वैल्यू मान लो, कोई भी फंक्शन है, ठीक है, f of x है. समवेयर यहाँ पे मान लो कि a पे वो पॉजिटिव था एंड b पे आके नेगेटिव हो गया, मतलब फंक्शन का ग्राफ कैसा होगा, ऐसा आएगा. a पे वो पॉजिटिव था, ऊपर रहेगा एक्स एक्सिस के ऊपर, देर से एक्स ऊपर रहेगा, एंड b आते आते घुमा फिरा के ये नीचे आ गया, मतलब नेगेटिव आ गया. नेगेटिव का मतलब b पे नेगेटिव आया, दैट मीन्स सॉरी ये ग्राफ फंक्शन का नहीं होता है, ठीक है. ये मान लो कि फंक्शन a से स्टार्ट हो गया था, ये b पे एंड हो गया. a पे वो पॉजिटिव है, एक्स एक्सिस के ऊपर रहेगा, b पे नेगेटिव है. तो व्हेनेवर फंक्शन कम फ्रॉम नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव, यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव आ गया या नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव जा रहा है, तो इन दैट केस फंक्शन एक बार जीरो होगा कहीं पे. अरे किसी तो सी ले लेगा जहाँ पे जीरो होगा ये. यस और नो, टेल मी. इफ ए फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूअस, या द फंक्शन इज ए कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन, ठीक है, f of x, this is a continuous function. Okay. So whenever function changes its sign from positive to negative, that means it must be meet somewhere c is equal to 0. So where you have f double dash c is equal to 0. So this f double dash is our new function. Think about this. We found f double dash x ना, double dash x क्या मिला था, हमें मिला था कि x square, sorry 2x e to the power x square into x minus x square minus 5x plus c plus ये आ जाएगा e to the power x square into 2x minus 5. ये हमारा f double dash x. Now this is our new function, and if you see this function is actually 0 पे negative, 3 पे positive. That means function changes its sign from negative to positive. So that means somewhere down it is going to meet C. We'll get a point at least in between 1 to 3, 0 to 3. We'll get a point where it becomes 0. So there exists some C belongs to 0 to infinity, such that this is actually a true statement. It's actually a true statement. Got it? Here, all 4 are correct. So always remember, in advanced question you have to test all these options thoroughly, okay, without missing anything. जो भी क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं कि जो भी निकल के आ गया उसको टिक मार के आ जाओ, ऐसे नहीं होगा. You have to be very clear that each option should be thoroughly checked, तभी जाके आप कंक्लूजन पे आओगे, एंड जो भी आंसर्स करोगे तो वो करेक्ट आंसर्स रहेगा, फुल मार्क मिलेगा. नहीं तो समटाइम्स पार्शियल मार्किंग होता है, वो पार्शियल मार्किंग, ठीक है. So we can try one more PYQs. It's actually time stop. आप खुद से ये वाला PYQ ट्राई कर लेना. Okay. Function is given f of x. वही similarly डिफरेंस थ्योरम में ये 0 to 1 है, 0 to 3 है. You can take the screenshot here. The question is f of x is this, g of x is this, then g of x are asking some question. This f of x is like this, g of x is this, local maxima, local minima, no local maxima, no local minima. So you can take the screenshot and try. Okay, next class. Okay, thank you. So next class, we'll see you in the next class. Bye. Namaste. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.